it's here. My big ass 22-pound box of toys has arrived from North Carolina. So let's get it opened and let's see if anything's broken. What the hell are you doing here?
I wanted to join. I'm married.
Alright guys, so like I said, it's finally arrived. It's about 3 days too late, but it's finally here. I'm leaning on the chair right now, if you couldn't tell, because this box is huge, like I said. And I can't exactly fit it all on the table in the frame. So what I'm gonna do is I have a chair off to the side, and I'm just gonna cut it open and I'm just gonna pull things out. She has no idea what's actually in this box other than one item. And if you guys were watching the other videos, you probably already figured out what that one item is. I've been waiting all day to do this. So let's finally open this thing up and let's check out everything that we got, because there's a few things in here I forgot about and a few things I want to hurry up and get out and add to the collection. The box won't fit on the chair as well as I thought it was going to. So I'm just gonna stand next to it and open it like that. So again, without further ado, let's cut it open. Got the trusty trauma shears.
Crappy shears.
They're not crappy shears. Now, whoever packed this did a really good job.
I wonder who packed that.
Me. All right, so of course, gotta have all these packing peanuts.
Oh,
so,
great.
here, Spectre, we'll play with that.
And he's happy. You were cleaning that up, you know. You are cleaning that up.
So we've got a majority of the packing peanuts out. There's really just, I can't get in every single one of them. But we're just gonna reach in here, just pull out random things, and I think for the most part, I can pretty much remember where it came from. Before I really start showing what's in the box, there were two items that I couldn't actually ship home because I pretty much forgot to pack them. One of the first stops that we went to while we were down there was 2nd and Charles. And it's funny because while we were walking to the store, I was pretty much telling Syntastic how much I hated 2nd and Charles, how much they were a ripoff, they're overpriced, they don't have anything. As soon as we go in, I made my way right over to the comics, because you guys know I was looking for a couple of the Star Wars books. And without even trying, I see the Slayer Repentless trade. This is all 3 of the issues that came out, I think, in 2017, if I can remember. Really good little trilogy here. They did release a video trilogy of the songs that the stories are based off of to kind of put the story in more of a perspective. But this is a good read. So like I said, I do have all the issues, but this is a more convenient way of reading it. Wife wants to see that. I decided to change the setup again. I just didn't like the way it felt on the side, and anyway. So we went to another shop. You probably saw from some of the other videos, I didn't take any footage, very much footage that day, except for like maybe 2 stores. But we went to a place called Scott's Collectibles, and I happened to find this in a pile of just things. It was just kind of sitting on a whole bunch of like books and covering the wife again like usual. I wasn't sure if it was for sale or what was going on with it. Maybe he sold it online. I never assumed just because I see something it's for sale, and like I said, it was behind the register. So I asked him, hey, what's going on with that Mace Windu Black Series? Is it for sale? And he apparently had just gotten it from his back stock. He wanted to bring it up, see if anybody was interested. Of course I was. And I got a real good deal on it. I think it was like $27.99. So I was like, all right, that's a fair enough price for me. So picked that up. So these were the first day pickups right here. And like I said, I couldn't ship them because I completely forgot about them. In Man Cave's room. We also met up with Kent Pool, and I had mentioned to him in one of his hunt videos that I was looking for the 212 Italian clone trooper and I couldn't find it. And I messaged him on Instagram, just said, you know, what do you need for one of those troopers? What do you want to trade? Whatever. But he ended up actually finding me one and picking it up for me. So we now have the 212 clone trooper to add to the Star Wars collection. So I'm very happy about that. Kent, thank you very much. I still have to square up with you and pay you for this because we didn't really have much time with Kent. He was busy kind of doing his own thing. He was going to Heroes Con that Friday. After that, we really didn't get a chance to meet up with him again. So like I said, I still have to pay him for that. Next figure is from Jason over at JB's Toy Trunk. This is the Book of Boba Fett Deluxe Boba Fett figure. Haven't found this one yet. I found the Fennec Shen, but I haven't been able to find the Boba Fett. So got that from him. Another excellent figure that we can add to the Star Wars collection. Another one to cross off the list. This was from Needless Toys and Collectibles. It's Bebop. And you guys saw in the video, 15 bucks, just missing one accessory. Looks like he arrived in good shape. Nothing's broken, thank God. So a Bebop for a Bebop. There you go. On to some more vintage turtles. These are from Red Genesis. First one you saw us pick up. He got turned around because of shipping, but it's the Slapshot Leo. So yes, I did end up picking this one up. This one is complete with his 3 pucks, his helmet, and his hockey stick. You guys saw in Gamers Alley, I was kind of drooling over that one that was mint on card for 100. I got this for a very, very good price. This one right here. And so you've probably seen it in the other videos, but wherever this came from, the guy was a huge TMNT collector and an adult collector, of course, is definitely where these had to have come from. His system was this little pizza point right there. If any of the figures had that, it meant it was complete. So once we found that out, it made it a lot easier to go through the bin that Red had and kind of, okay, this one's complete, this one's not complete. So definitely that little system worked. So yeah, I'm really happy. I've always liked the Slapshot Leo. I've always been more of a hockey fan. Like, I'm not a sports fan in general, but I've always enjoyed hockey, and Leo's my favorite turtle, so Leo, hockey, kind of just makes sense. Then the other vintage turtle, I don't think this was on camera. That is the Ray Fillet. Little bit of paint wear like on the front. Again, complete as per that little pizza point. But like I said, a little bit of paint wear. But again, I got these both for a very, very good deal. So I couldn't pass it up. Also from Red, this isn't really anything crazy. It was just a little bonus that he threw in there. So the Nickelodeon Turtles line from like 2012, 13, like that era, he had these little like miniature, little figures on the counter, and I kind of picked it up. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I can have one of my figures holding, a toy. Maybe my toys can go toy shopping. And he was like, just take it, present for you. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So hope you guys can see that a little. There you go. So it's just a little Leonardo, again, my favorite Leonardo. So happy to have that little piece. This was one of my favorite things that I got. Now I went to the store. This was purchased from Retro Toys and Collectibles. Cotton over there took care of us, gave us all really good deals. I had known for about 2 months that he had gotten this figure, but I wasn't sure if it was still available. So I messaged him on Instagram about it, and I never heard anything back. So I was like, did he forget? Does he not want to sell it? What happened? So I wasn't freaking out. I mean, if it sells, it sells. It's a popular toy line. But my whole thing was, if it's there, cool. That's definitely going to be something I pick up. And if it's not, all right, whatever. I'll just keep looking for it. But it's in here. You probably saw it in the video when I was panning across the counter, and I told him I wanted to wait to show everybody. So it is complete. All right, I just had a major scare. So I thought this figure was broken. You guys know I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. And one of the things I'm trying to do, if possible, I'm trying to get all of the Storm Collectible Mortal Kombat figures. Not an impossible task. Some of them are more expensive than others. Some of them are a little bit easier to find than others. I want just the regular versions. I don't want the special editions that are bloody or anything. But because I already went down there with this in mind, it was in fact that bloody version, I pretty much was just like, I'll make the exception. I've been waiting this long to see if it's here. I prepared myself mentally to buy this, and I didn't want to just leave without it. And that is the Storm Collectibles new. Oh wow, he looks really good though. Look at all that blood showing up. I'm really, really happy to have this figure, despite what I was just saying. I don't like the bloody look. You would think for Mortal Kombat, you would expect nothing less. Like, hey, why wouldn't you want a bloody figure? The dog is throwing me off right now. Don't mind me. But I just like uniformity. I don't have any of the other bloody figures. This is one of the more pricier figures. So if I can find the blood version, I don't care. I'll take it. But once again, for you guys, and he is complete. I got a really good deal on this. So loose, I got this for $130. Well, a little bit less. Cotton took care of me there. But still, if you can find, why are you making that face like you spent how much on that? They're well worth it. Trust me. If you guys know Storm Collectibles, their figures are well worth the price. And the reason why I thought it was broken, I opened it up and both of his feet were off. And when I looked inside, it looked like there was something broken in there. I was about to cry. I'm not gonna lie, I was about to like lose my entire cool. This video would have not been made. I would have smacked the camera, smacked her. Not really. No, I don't do that.
Bloody eye.
Bloody eye, headbutt the out of you. Mm-hmm. So it is complete.
What? What's wrong?
Hold on. Oh, okay. They do pop back in. Or do they? I was about to freak out for a second. Ooh. I was about to flip for a second. Empty bags for packing material. Not interesting at all.
We smuggled them from, or he smuggled them. They're not allowed in New Jersey anymore.
Yeah. We're not allowed to have plastic bags in New Jersey anymore. Guess what, New Jersey? I got plenty of them. This next figure here, I think this is, let me see. Which figure is this? It's a wrestling figure, I know that. This one, oh, okay, this is not me. This is for my buddy Tommy Retro. This is, and you probably saw it in the video, because in Gamers Alley, that's the only store I showed where I actually bought stuff from. It is the WWE Elite Christian, and it arrived in good shape, and I packed it up really nice. So $30 on that. Seems about average for this one. This is the Brood Christian. That's the one that he wanted. So $30 for that. At Heroes Con, you guys probably saw I was looking at that whole row of really cheap graphic novels and trades that were anywhere from $2 and up. So we picked up a couple of those. We picked up the Galaxy's Edge. $2. Look at that, $2. We picked up Journey to the Rise of Skywalker. This is Star Wars Allegiance. Also for $2. This one was $4. This was the Darth Maul. And these are all in exceptional shape. I mean, for $2 to $4 books, you really can't pass up on that. Last one for Star Wars is, this is the Journey to the Star Wars Last Jedi. This is Captain Phasma, still in its little shrink wrap. That one was also $4. And last but not least, I didn't even know they made this, but I love this film franchise a lot. And I hope you do too. This is the John Wick. This was also $4. It kind of looks like it's like almost like a prequel, because it talks about young John Wick. So I'm assuming this is like way before the movies, way before he retires from doing what he does. So those are pretty much the only comic pickups that we got on the trip. Also in Gamers Alley, we picked up a couple more Black Series. So this is the TIE Pilot, because you guys know I'm a huge TIE collector, I always say it. So I had to have that release. And I picked up the General Hux from Force Awakens. Really enjoyed General Hux in that movie, but that's the only movie I enjoyed him in. I did not like him in the next movie, and I sure as hell did not like him in The Rise of Skywalker when he was the spy. Yeah, we need to fix that writing, because in Force Awakens, this dude was really good. He was well written. Before we go further into the box, I want to give a little shout out to Jason and his wife Marsha. They were kind enough, so if you saw the other videos, I brought them little gifts, you know, the little stands for their figures or whatever. Well, they brought us little gifts too. They brought us these really nice mugs from South Carolina, like these little Starbucks mugs. And I'm half tempted, because you guys know we have tea time, I'm half tempted to have some tea out of this. But check this little mug out right here. It's from South Carolina. Look at that.
Oh, Hilton Head.
Well, that's what I told him. I said my wife will like that because she likes Hilton Head. She knows all about that.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a nice mug. I really, and he walks up. He goes, it's nothing major, just a little something from us. I'm like, okay, it's a gift, dude. I'm grateful for whatever I'm given. It's all good. I like mugs. I have a little bit of a mug collection.
You do have a mug collection, and you can drink your tea out.
I gotta have my tea mugs, or my teacups, right? Okay. And I like having different mugs. This is a nice wide one. I mean, I can get a lot of tea in this thing. We should go do some tea. This is another pickup from Heroes Con. So in my video, I highlighted a vendor called Diabolical Designs. And he had these really cool stands for your NECA heads. He had mask holders. Well, he had this. This is the Maximals symbol from Beast Wars. In the picture that you're seeing right here, that is the Cheetor $20 red figure. Not the greatest figure, those red figures. But I was joking with Uncle Syntastic. I said, you can take a piece of crap. I used a different word, by the way. I said, you can take a piece of crap $20 figure, put them on a really good stand, and it looks like a whole other figure, a valuable figure. It looks like a higher end figure. And I had already been talking to the guy Brad before I left and brought Uncle Syntastic over, and he just, we had such a good conversation, and he just gave this to me. He was like, before you go, I want to give you something. He took the figure off, took this whole thing apart, and gave it to me. And he was just like, you appreciate what I'm doing. You get the point. Like, you get what I'm trying to do with this. He goes, I want you to have that. So, Brad, thank you so very much for this stand.
It was your aura.
Huh?
It was your aura.
It was my good aura. I've been told by several people, even celebrities. Roddy Piper effed me up because he did the same thing and he died a year later. But I've been told I have a good aura about me. I look a little weird and creepy from the outside, but scritches. But once you get to know me and like really start talking to me, I'm a sweet guy. I come in peace like Buzz Lightyear. But yeah, I'm probably gonna, just as a tribute to Brad, I'm probably gonna end up putting my Cheetor on here. But you saw from the picture, it really enhances that figure. We have a mysterious black bag. I think I know what's in here. I think. Hopefully it's not broken. I think I know what's in here, like I said. Yep, this is what I thought it was. We have another vintage turtle figure. Now, I didn't get any footage. This was from back in time. I went ahead and I picked up, I needed a new one anyway. It's a vintage Splinter. Now, from what I can tell, he's almost complete. I'm pretty sure he's missing 2 of his stars, the little throwing star down there. But other than that, he's almost complete. He's in very good shape. I managed to get a really good deal on this. He wanted $40. I didn't pay $40. But again, I needed a new Splinter because the one I have, his arm right here, it's actually broken. So happy to have another vintage turtle figure. This is another pickup from Gamers Alley. This is for the wife because she has an obsession with his mustache. It is the Bobby Fish figure. The Bobby Fish Undisputed Era figure. Whatever, here. Have fun with it. We have a couple more pickups from Red Genesis. We picked up, you guys saw me looking at both of these in the video. The box on this suffered a little bit, but I'm going to open them up anyway, so I don't really care. But we did pick up the Roddy Piper. Like I said, a little crush there, crush right up there, but the figure is fine. He's coming out anyway. And this one made it with no problem. We did pick up that Samoa Joe. Needed a Samoa Joe, and this really isn't the one I was looking for. But when I saw this there and I was really looking at him, I was like, hey, he looks good. Detail's nice. I mean, just whatever. And I got them both for a really good price, so, it's fine. You're welcome for Bobby Fish. This, I think, is my last pickup from Red Genesis, and this was one of my favorites. You guys saw when I first walked in the store, I looked over, and leave it to good old Jersey to find Mortal Kombat. So I picked up that Jade figure. This is one, I've actually been wanting this figure for the longest time because Jade used to be, the cheapest one. She used to be like a $20 or so figure because nobody really wants Jade. Everybody wants, Scorpion. They want Cyrax. Cyrax actually is one of the harder ones to find. You don't really see him very often. Do I want to open this or leave it in the box?
I say leave it in the box.
No, why would I want to do that though? I don't know. I mean, it displays nicely the way it is, but I might end up taking her out. Moving on to more turtles, we have a couple of Super 7 turtles. I got the Raphael. So if you watched my long-ass 90-minute toy hunt video, and again, thank you to everybody who came to the premiere, watched that with me. That was fun. I really enjoyed interacting with everybody. But if you haven't watched it, go ahead and check out that video. I think you'll enjoy it. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. I opened it up with Man Cave dropping the Super 7 Mondo Gecko because he is clumsy and has butterfingers. Mr. Fantastic bought that very figure. So he gets it up to the front. Now, I was already looking at the Rocksteady, kind of going back and forth on, if I wanted to buy him or not. So the lady accidentally scans Mondo twice. So she's fixing it, and I jokingly told Mr. Fantastic, I'm like, just throw the Rocksteady in there, no big deal. She already rang you up twice anyway. And he goes, what would you do if I bought you one of those? And I was like, I'd probably cry. I'm not really gonna cry, but I don't expect anyone to ever buy me something that expensive. So I'm looking around, and he nudges me, he goes, go get the Rocksteady. I'm like, no. No. He goes, seriously, go get the Rocksteady. I had the biggest grin on my face because I wasn't expecting that. So there's the Rocksteady. Fantastic. I have no words because I wasn't expecting this. I really appreciate you doing that for me. We gotta get the Bebop, and we gotta put these together. So hopefully I'll come up there with you, wink wink, nudge nudge, and we'll do a toy hunt up your way. A good number of us met Larry Hama, legendary writer for G.I. Joe. So this is what I got. It's like 11x17 print of Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. And he just put to Greg, Larry Hama, 22 on it for 2022. One of the biggest items I bought, and you guys saw it from the Heroes Con video, something I needed, something I've been trying to get. That is the Walmart exclusive vintage collection Imperial TIE Fighter. Yeah, this is nice, right? Remember I was seeing this at the this was at Scott's show. This guy had a whole bunch of them. And I managed to get it for 50, not the 65 that you see on the tag. The last thing in this box, probably one of the more expensive items that I picked up. And there's a neat little story behind it. You guys probably saw it in the other videos, but for those of you who haven't seen it, it is a WWE ring for Kane. This is the Enter the Monster ring, signed right there by Kane. I was a little iffy on if this was really signed or not, because you guys know it's really simple to forge an autograph, and people do it. It's not like people don't do that. So I asked the guy, I said, is this really signed? And his story was, now he was from Tennessee, so his story was, he lives in the next county from Knox County, where Kane, Glenn Jacobs, is the mayor. He saw him at a political event, brought him the ring to sign. Apparently, Kane told him that even he has rarely seen this ring. He knew it was out there, but he's like, I've only seen this a handful of times. Even if this wasn't signed, it's worth a lot more than what I got it for right there. All right, so I decided that I wanted to redo the ending of this video. I just was not happy with the way the footage turned out. It was late when we did it. So I'm sitting here editing and I'm like, nah, we're going to do that all over because I'm not putting it out looking like crap. I do hope this video was worth it for those of you who have been waiting for me to get the box. Thank you for watching as always. It was really nice to see all these figures show up unharmed, nothing broken, thank God, and just eager to get all this stuff out and set up in my display. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave some likes and comments down below. Share the video. If this is your first time to the channel, consider subscribing, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.